Hey besties and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about the best album designs in K-pop. I already talked about the worst ones, so we're gonna be nice today and show my personal favorite or the best ones. Now, let's get started with the video. Everything about this album is too good, specifically the concept and design. Honestly, this is the main reason as to why I wanted to make this video. First off, I know this is only about the design, but let's talk about the packaging real quick because wow, the cover of the album is literally designed like a 80s DVD cover and has a fucking floppy disk version of the album. Like, are you kidding me right now? And the actual digital and physical album cover is amazing. I love how it's so colorful yet everything blends smoothly with each other, such as the red, purple, green and blue all blending in without looking out of place. And the details with the eyeball tree and the candles are such a nice touch. Of course, I love how there are 4 different types of key on here and they all make sense and are placed perfectly. I could literally talk about this album for hours. And that's just the design, but the main thing I love is that everything is clean and properly designed, but it's still fun to look at without being too distracting. You can clearly tell the designers put so much effort into the album and it shows. One of SM's best album designs for real. Also, quick disclaimer, you will be seeing more SM albums on here. But hey, it's not my fault they slay in the concept department most of the time. But anyways, I had to put my girlies here. This album raised me actually, tucked me into bed, paid my college tuition and everything. Although I like the repackage, this one is definitely better design-wise. I don't know if you can tell, but I love interesting and unique album covers as long as they make sense. And this is one of them. It's so damn cool how the members were placed in such a creative way. Like Irene, Joy and Wendy are huge at the top of the album hovering behind the trees and they got Seulgi and Yeji standing at the front. I know this gotta be related to their lore somehow. I also think it's cute how they got the letters of their names spread throughout the house to the ground. And it's just so pretty to look at. This album is mother honestly. Loona's album designs usually aren't anything interesting, which sucks because the albums themselves are amazing, but this album is definitely their prettiest ever. I know I'm not talking about the songs, but everything from the songs to the design is just perfect to me. I absolutely love how all the members have such beautiful, almost iridescent like butterfly wings and then have tiny butterflies flying above them while they're holding hands. It makes sense with the meaning of the title track and just so ethereal. I love it. I know this album design is pretty simple, but that's the best part of it. It's giving Mistress of Dark and I love it so much. I think it's so cool how she is shown in the reflection in the mirror and the red apples are a great addition to everything. It perfectly matches the mood of the album as well. I also love the simple red and black color scheme. It's just so pretty to me. It's giving genuine Y2K realness and I love it so much. The font is what gagged me though. Like the silver against the blue and the fucking font design, like come on now, it's too good. And the water with that weird cyber mountain just looks so cool. This is what I like to see with more K-pop albums, especially for girl groups. Don't get me wrong, some albums that incorporate their faces can be super slave, but I'm so tired of basic ass girl group pictures with a Canva font. I need more of this in K-pop for real. I love everything about this album so much. They really outdid themselves. The concept itself is amazing, but the heart explosion is what got me. It matches not only the name of the album but the concept in general. I also really like how the font is almost exploding out of the heart, like the smoke is almost outlining the font. Simple yet beautiful. I know I just talked about how I don't like it when an album cover is just the artist's face, but there's a few exceptions, such as this one. I absolutely love the colors here, with the blue and purple colors, but then there's a light orange goldish color shining on her face that stands out beautifully. It's just a really pretty contrast to me, and I don't know if the stuff on her hands is glitter or fish scales. But if it is supposed to look like fish scales then that just makes it more amazing considering the title track has a mermaid theme. Overall, I really think the whole mood or feeling you get from the album cover really captures how the mood of the actual album is. I know, this is a very simple and plain album design, but hear me out. When you look at all the versions together, there's different flowers that all connect with each other. Like, that's kind of genius. Usually white backgrounds aren't my thing, but when listening to the songs on the album it makes a lot of sense actually. I know DNA is a very bright and colorful concept, but the album itself is more light than anything else, so it just makes sense to me. It also looks really pretty in person, because the flower has an iridescent color to it, so it shines. Also, the ombre color is so pretty. Honestly, I love the way TXT's albums are designed in general because they always include their logo in a creative way, but this is my favorite so far. The pixel video game-like design is so fucking cute and makes sense with the sound and concept of the album. I also like how the small pixels are spread throughout the album cover and the big logo has missing pieces. It's just satisfying to look at to me. Yes, another Red Velvet album because their album covers are always top tier, but this is one of their standouts. I love all of the album designs from the Rev Festival series, but this is my personal favorite. There's literally so fucking much going on and I'm loving it. But the best part is one, that they incorporated stuff from the music video such as the robot and Ferris wheel, and two, it reminds me of those I Spy books from the 90s, such as these, and I mean that as a complete compliment, because I love these books so much. The album cover is so fun to look at and it perfectly describes the concept of the album and I love that so much. Although it is a bit messy, I love it. Sometimes messiness is good, but only if it makes sense and this one does. I like how the members are illustrated and are all throughout the album cover. I also think the way the tracks are listed is really creative, because they're all in different fonts and placed nicely. It's really unique and I admire how they stepped out the box for not only the album design but their debut in general. This is one of my favorite album designs from NCT as a whole, like it's so cool. I mean they quite literally made the album design for Cherry Bomb an actual cherry bomb explosion. Like, that's so smart. They could have just simply put the members' faces with a nice background and call it a day, but no, they designed a really cool looking cherry explosion and I love that actually. Now this is how you design an album with a group in it. Everything from the colors to the theme is amazing honestly. It's not just some random picture of them. You can tell there's some effort put into it such as they're designed in with the font. Also, I think it's so cool how for their group name, they replaced the S with the number 5 since it was SHINee's 5th album. We love creative designs here. Say whatever you want, but the bunny is so cute, especially with the little heart eyes. I don't know if this is just a thing for their debut, but I hope they keep the bunny mascot. And the blue cyber-like filter is a great touch to everything. Instead of it just being a plain blue color or black and white, they made it like a cyber white 2K overlay. It's very simple, but it's the creativity that makes it stand out so much. It's literally just a picture from the photo shoot. But wow, it's so pretty. Not only does she look stunning as usual, but the way it's photographed and everything is actually so beautiful. Something about underwater pictures are just so cool to me. I feel like what really makes this stand to me is the dress and the lighting. The way the sunlight is shining through the water and onto her is really nice. Then of course the dress floating everywhere is so slayful. Honestly, I don't even care that it doesn't fully match the concept of the title track, because everything about it is so pretty. I like a lot of Dreamcatcher's album designs, but this is definitely their best. It reminds me of a really cool mystery adventure-like book I would have read in middle school, and I mean that in a good way. Even all the other version of the physical albums are really cool and are cohesive with each other. I also really like the colors as well. I feel like we don't see that many brown albums, so it's nice to have other more creative colors. Overall, I just think it's very eye-catching and cool to look at. And that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you'd want, and have a good day. Bye besties.